A few weeks ago, one Pete Miller, a resident of Leonardville in the northeast of the country, took to Facebook to lament the fact that water services at the town had been discontinued. Here's his story.
The water supply to the small town of Leonardville, with about 5,000 to 6,000 residents in the Omaheke region, was cut off by Namwater on Friday, 6 October 2017. At about 5 o'clock the afternoon, there was almost no water left in the taps. Residents in the town of Leonardville and local business people in the town centre were not informed. Although most of these people and business accounts are paid up to date. Mr. Gebhardt of Namwater confirmed on Friday evening that the water was cut off, but the village council was informed a month in advance, and again on Friday. But they did not try to make arrangements to settle the due amount of about 400,000 Namibian dollar. I understand that the residents of the informal settlement Amralsdam was informed on Friday. This is a little disgusting to me, as I also understand that the police station and clinic was personally informed per telephone by the accountant Mr. Avasep on Friday. But no business or resident in the town, who are apparently white people, and this sent a very dangerous message of possible incrimination and racism that is not in line with the Namibian Constitution. According to the chairperson of the town council, all residents were supposed to be informed. He also stated that most of the outstanding accounts is from government institutions, schools, police, etc. And the rest is mostly outstanding from the informal settlement. On Saturday, a Namwater truck entered the town at about 10 o'clock in the morning. I understand it was here to supply police, schools and government institutions. On Sunday, I see the firefighter vehicle of the council with a water tank supplying water to the clinic's residents, not the clinic itself, the police houses, the veterinarian services personnel. He did not even bother to ask me nor any other white resident as far as I could see. This again put emphasis on my previous statement of a very dangerous message of only certain people that is in need of water, and the possibility that here might be some sort of racism involved.
We spoke to the chairperson of the village council, Rudolph Shomongulu. Here's his story.
We paid the money, the 200,000 to Namwater, and because after the 200,000 they have to reopen for us the water, and then it was like after we paid them, then the water was not reopened for some hours, and then we tried to write emails for them to reconnect the water, because we have paid in the 200,000 and the payments. We even showed them, we even emailed for them, and so on. But then they said they can see it, but it's not on their screen. So we have to wait for some time so that it must clear. And that was almost Friday, going for past 4, 5. And then we said no. Then we must take you guys to the media, so that the media must hear what is going on in this story. We paid, but the guys didn't want to open fast water. So that was our concern we was having. And after some time, maybe around 7 o'clock, 6 to 7, then they sent one guy to Leonardville to come and open the water for us. We have to work very hard there on to pay the monthly rent to Namwater, and then we must see how much money can we also contribute towards the outstanding debts we are having at Namwater.
Leonardville is a small town with many challenges.
Another rumor now is in the streets that Nampower is going to cut the town's electricity on Tuesday, and the chairperson of the council confirmed that there is an outstanding amount of about 700,000 Namibian dollar and that this might happen. We as concerned residents under these circumstances, and you take a look at the Auditor General's annual reports over the last 10 years, then we don't believe that the village council nor the administration was or are capable of managing this town. The two main services, water and electricity supply, can't be managed. Several funds are year after year, according to the Auditor General's annual reports, unaccounted for. Vehicles and other investments is unaccounted for. Funds of housing projects vanished in thin air. The ministry, government, needs to subsidize the town year after year. The village can't get town status because of bad management and unaccountability. Tariff increases of the town are never to be published in the government gazette, even if this was mentioned several times in the Auditor General's annual reports over the years. The town are filthy, donkeys, goats, stray dogs are wandering the streets because no bylaws are in place, although the Local Authority Act is very clear and stipulate it as the duty of a local government. People urinating alongside the main road and in public places. Unfortunately, there are no public toilets in town. Drunken people in the streets and public places. The township swarm with illegal shebeens, not even equipped with toilets. A very simple basic health prescription for a very good reason. These unlawful businesses operate from within the residential areas, where it can't be controlled or properly policed. Although business areas are zoned in the townships, buildings are constructed in this zoned area and is standing empty. Because of this, all sorts of social problems are generated by bad management. Bad leaders who are more concerned about their political careers than the management of this town. The community is unknowingly deteriorating, spending their money on liquor and drugs, early pregnancies, 14, 15, 16 year old, even younger. And the leaders are actually generating a culture of criminals. We are creating a culture that can't face the harshness of life, hard work and honesty. Children under the age of 16 not attending school. Is this the Namibian dream? Government must supply, and we all need to drink, party, make children, and enjoy life to the fullest. I don't believe that this is the intention of our country's government.
Namwater has since reconnected the services, but just imagine, weeks without water in an independent Namibia.
Most of the local authorities that owe money is only in the east and in the south, and maybe 2 or 3 that side of Kamenya. What is this? As a human being, as a Namibian, you can conclude these things. You can see from where things are coming. You can see why some local authorities are not having any problem. But a lot of local authorities in the south and in the east and some in the west and in the northeastern regions, we are getting problems. But for example, in the north, are they getting problems? They are not getting problems. Everyone in the higher positions are from those areas. So we don't have really people that can stand for us there and say, no, let's do like this. But if you are a Namibian and you see how Namibia is going, then you will talk the truth.
I'm still waiting on the PS of the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development to allow me an audience on some of these issues raised. Like, what is their plan for the rural areas apart from urbanizing them and enslaving them to local councils? But thus far, it's just been crickets.